I've got the phone on a tripod, so that it doesn't mess with the antenna inside the phone. And I've got that on the tripod. Anyway, hello everybody. My name's Ian. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. This is a special edition because I'm on vacation and I'm up here with no internet to speak of, and I'm unable to do our regular Sights and Sound show. Hey, Matt. And so I just come in each night for an hour, so say hi to everybody, catch everybody up on what's going on, and let you know that everything is well. And I'll be back probably Sunday or Monday night. I say Sunday or Monday night. I may be delayed getting out of here on Sunday morning. Um, when we are scheduled to leave, we're probably going to have 5 inches of snow on the ground at this point, and it's going to be 4 degrees outside. So I don't think I'm going to be leaving in the wee hours. I'm probably going to have to wait till mid-morning until I can check my road and everything, and then we're going to get out late, and so there may not be a show Sunday night at all. So I'm just letting you guys know. We'll keep everybody advised that that's what it is. But Monday night for sure, we'll be back to full strength on this. And there's a couple things I wanted to talk about tonight. There's some news items, but nothing that's that big a deal. I did want to mention Tim Walz, Tampon Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, the man who ran for vice president of the United States under Kamala Harris. Believe it or not, this is the guy that's running. He's the governor of the state with the most corruption anywhere right now, Minnesota. It's also the state where all these protests have been going on, and the state where all this mess has been happening, and all this fraud that involves the Leering centers, the daycare centers, the home health care services, the autistic care services, nursing services, all these different things that are all found to be completely fraudulent. Somali people and others have found ways to game the system out there. And so Tim Walz is under so much fire right now. He has announced today that he's not resigning yet, although I expect to happen soon. But he has announced that his political career is over, and that he will no longer ever run for office again, and that he can't wait to walk away from politics. And I'm like, well, that's pretty good because you got caught. I love how he's like, I'm not going to get into politics no more. It's just nasty business. Yeah, it's nasty business, and you got caught. That's the difference, Tampon Tim. All right. The difference is it is nasty business. You are involved in the nasty business and you got caught, and that's the bottom line. So there you go. Hey, Texas. Hey, Dehydrated Water. What's up? Hey, Jungle and Charlotte's Rock. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Carlotta, how you doing? Checking in with everybody here. I see Yellow is in. Thank you for being here. And Matt was the first one in tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. This is just an impromptu broadcast. Just so you guys know, I'm coming on each night just before I go to bed, saying hello to everybody, recapping the news a little bit, talking about a few things that are going on. I don't have a tablet or anything in front of me, so everything we're talking about tonight is out of the noggin, which is a little scary. So I want to come on and just touch base every night and let you guys know that come Sunday, Monday, we'll be back to full strength and everything returns to normal there in the studio. All is well, but I am right now up in the mountains, up in Blairsville, Georgia, where we are expecting 3 to 5 inches of snow over during the day, or early morning, during the day, and even late afternoon on Saturday. The high Saturday will be 22 with 25 to 30 mile an hour winds and blowing snow is our current forecast. We are under a winter weather advisory and a cold weather warning. No, we did not. I think we may go to the Apple Forum tomorrow. We went up to Murphy today, ate at Captain D's. We love the Captain D's up in Murphy. It's the little things, And we've been eating there for many years, and we like that place. So we went up there and ate. Ran in and grabbed spaghetti for tonight because I forgot to put the pot roast on again this morning. So now the pot roast is tomorrow. And we're going to do that. So we had spaghetti for dinner tonight, and it was good. Um, yeah, I was a ragu guy growing up for 30 years, and then one day I went in and ragu they didn't have any, and I bought a bottle of Prego, and I have bought Prego ever since. It's a little sweeter, and I like it better. So nothing against ragu. It's great sauce. I grew up on it, but I'm a Prego kid now. I really like that. I really like that sweeter sauce. All right, let's see here. What else have we got here? Yeah, Captain D's is good. And the thing is Captain D's. They're not doing so well. Neither is Long John Silver's. These greasy fish places, as people call them. I tend to like them. I don't eat fish except Captain D's and Long John's. I was at a restaurant here in Blairsville a couple days ago, and I got the fish and chips. And not only was it English fish and chips, it was the batter was really good. It was really done well. It was really clean fish. But they had London Pub, which is my favorite kind of malt vinegar. So that was really good. That was a treat. And then 2 days later, I went up and had fish again today at Captain D's. So there you go. Um, yeah, I don't eat any seafood except very clean white fish, and it has to be battered and it has to have vinegar, malt vinegar. It's a prerequisite. I don't eat it with tartar sauce. I don't eat it any other way. It has to have malt vinegar. It has to be breaded, heavily breaded. But then I enjoy whitefish if it's done that way. Now, you bake a piece of whitefish, I want nothing to do with it. Um, it is one of those things like shrimp sicken me. I can't even be in a room where shrimp is cooking. When I was growing up, my friend and I, neither one liked seafood. I couldn't stand it. I smell it and I break out. I can't stand it. And the stink used to be so bad. And I used to just be beside myself. How can someone eat something that smells like boiling gym shoes? And rotten carcass. I don't understand it. And then I see them eating those shrimp with the little bony legs and the guts all that's still in them. And I'm thinking, that's just disgusting. I think it's absolutely disgusting. And I won't go to a place if people are like, oh, I want to go here because if you're going to eat shrimp or you're going to eat crab legs or you're going to eat some kind of disgusting shit that comes from the ocean, I'm out. Ding, ding, check out. Later, check, please. I'm out. I am not going to sit there while you mangle claws off of some poor crab. I think it's disgusting. I don't even like watching people eat chicken off the bone, but I'll deal with that. Um, I don't eat chicken off the bone. I don't. We are way too civilized to still be ripping meat off of bones and shit. What is wrong with people? So anyway, um, yeah, I don't eat any kind of catfish. I don't eat anything. It all smells. Tuna stinks really bad. Yeah, it all smells really bad. There's just certain things that all have that in that same class of smells, if you know what I mean. I don't think I need to get real particular, but there's a lot of nasty things. I can think of 5 or 6 different nasty things that weren't cleaned properly, possibly, that all smell like seafood. Seafood is just a disgusting smell. I mean, it literally is like we could feed seafood to other things and have them eat it, and then we can eat them, and then we don't actually have to eat the seafood. I cannot stand any kind of that stuff. I don't like it. Like I said, I had a friend and I growing up, we didn't eat seafood, neither one of us, and both our families loved seafood. My family loves seafood. My mom loves seafood, and so Friday night, my mom would do seafood. I would go to Robert's house, and on Saturday, Robert's mom would do seafood, and Robert would come over to my house, and we had steaks and beef night over at my house, and steaks and beef night and hamburgers or whatever over at Carol's house, and it was awesome. And that was how our parents dealt with it because I can't be in the house when that shit's cooking. I would close my room and put a towel under the door and close my vents because I didn't want that rancid, disgusting smell of the wharf blowing underneath my door and getting all over my equipment. Um, so there you go. Yeah, raw oysters. I mean, just pick your nose. You know, it's the same shit. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand the human fetish to eat nasty things. Oh, what are those? Oh, those are goat balls. Oh, well, let me put one of those in my freaking mouth. Who says that? A lot of people do. They'll eat goat balls. A lot of people will sit there and break a crab leg in half and eat the meat out of it. It's like, that's so disgusting. Why would you do that? And so I stay completely away from it. I don't eat. I will not go into a seafood restaurant. I won't. More people are injured by seafood than by all other food combined every year. The incidence of food poisoning with seafood goes up by over beef by 3, 5, 700% in some cases. And yeah, I don't want anything to do with seafood. It's disgusting. Where it comes from is disgusting. And there's no way you can clean it and make it clean. And then people make ignorant statements like, if it stinks, it's not fresh. Let me tell you something, okay? All seafood, except very clean white fish, all seafood has an odor. I've never smelled shrimp cooking and said, oh, wow, that's smells like fresh shrimp. No, it always smells like boiling gym shoes and shit boiling in a pot. And so yeah, yeah, the Rocky Mountain oysters, that's what people call a goat balls. Yeah. I just want you to think, you sit there and eat 8 goat balls. That means there's 4 unit goats walking around thanks to your ass. Anyway, um, yeah. Hey everybody. Hey deploribus. Hey neighbor. Um, yeah. Thank you everybody. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get back to the whole coverage and all the higher numbers and all that next week. We'll get back to all that. This is just for us to kind of hang out here. Also, I got 3 or 4 people. I'm working with my mods right now. I'm going to be asking my mods over the next week to let me know who needs to be made a mod. And we're going to make some more mods. And also, we're going to make some more mods over on Discord as well. I got you guys' messages. And we are going to get more mods on YouTube and more mods over on Discord as well. Yeah, so let's see what else we got going on. Other than that, the big thing I wanted to talk about tonight, other than just a send off for Tampon Tim, the other thing I wanted to mention tonight is Star Trek Academy episode 4 dropped this morning on Paramount Plus or Amazon Prime Plus, which is what I've got, whatever. I'm canceling it. I'm not going to watch any more of them. I've decided I think the 4th one was enough. Oh, God. Oh. Can I tell you guys something? I mourn Star Trek. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. Um, yeah. Discord is it's you basically, I set up a server, I put in like topics, and you can go in and it's kind of like a free chat room. You can go in and post links and post pictures and do all kinds of stuff. And I got moderators in there that watch it. And it allows you to post stuff in there. And we're pretty open about what you can put in there. And it doesn't cost anything. Just go to discord.com, I think it is. And there's not much to do. You can put an app in your phone, or you can use it on your desktop or your tablet. And I get on there about once a day and look around. I respond here and there. Sometimes I get past it and it doesn't. I don't get to it each day, but I try to. But it's another way where our community here discusses what's going on in the world. So that's basically all it is. But it doesn't cost anything. And if you don't do it, you're not necessarily missing out on a lot of things, because I post everything I post on Discord. I also post on both channels, both Starship After Dark and Starship um, Adventures. I post it in the community post. So if there's something going on, I try to post it in all 3 locations. So that way you don't miss it. All right. And so finally, we get down to Star Trek Academy. I am so disappointed. I know you've probably already heard some things about this. There is more negative shit being put out about this show than any other show I've ever seen in the world. And I'm not lying. There's a lot of disappointed people, and I'm not trying to overhype this or anything. I'm going to be doing my own review video of the whole thing, and I'm going to be talking some pretty harsh shit about it myself. And I'm hopefully get that out sometime next week. But there is thousands and thousands of people that don't even normally post reviews on Star Trek, are posting reviews on this. Um, it's a dead loser. It's just an absolute dead loser. It is it's Kurtzman Trek. It's woke Trek. It's beta male Trek, whatever you want to call it. It's literally an attack on masculinity. Um, I'm tired of people like Kurtzman, Alex Kurtzman, who comes in and takes. He's the showrunner of these stupid, terrible shows, and every show he makes is more gay. It's more woke, and I want to qualify. I shouldn't have to qualify, but I want to qualify that I'm a very accepting person. I don't care if you're gay. I've been a big proponent over the years that the government should have no say in who you marry. I think you should be able to do or screw or do whatever you want. I am very open minded about stuff. Polyamorous relationships. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever makes you and the people you're with happy, I'm happy with. So it's not that I have a problem with gay, or a problem with L or G or B or T or Q or I or A or 2 or S or plus. No, my problem is the fact that I'm tired of them changing my shit that I've watched my whole life and ruining it to try to bring it into compliance with a group of people that never watched it in the first place. I mean, I don't know all that many. I don't know. I don't know if there's a big audience there, because Star Trek was always what the dudes watched. Not necessarily the football jocks, but the dudes, the nerds, the smart kids, the kids that that in school, the computer club kids, and the standard kids, the normal kids, the non jocks, it was kind of the staple show. And then you had a smattering of jocks and a smattering of women and different things that watched it as well. But for the most part, it was a regular guy show, okay, and a smart kid show. And um, now what it is they're writing it to be a show for lesbians. It basically is. Two more characters come out as gay in this next episode. The Klingon, confirmed gay, and now the other character that changes shapes so he can go into open space. Stupid, whatever. He's apparently gay too, and they had some kind of gay moment. I turned it off. I was done. I'm like, I don't need to see gay Klingons kissing. I don't. I don't want to. This is my Star Trek. Why are you doing this? Why are we demasculating Star Trek? And it's very soy boy. You're correct. It's very beta male. It's very demasculinating, however you pronounce it. I don't give a shit anymore. It's very just. It's chick trek. It's lesbian trek. I don't understand the captain with the foot fetish that runs around. How is it? How is it? For Christ's sake, how is it that the captain of not only of the one of the biggest ships in Starfleet, the stupid Academy ship thing, she's the captain of the ship and she's the chancellor of the Starfleet Academy, and she shows up for board staff meetings with the admiral there with no shoes on. She has meetings with the students in her academy in her warp core jammies and bare feet. Now, I'm from Florida. We wear flip-flops 90% of the time. It doesn't bother me necessarily. It's just, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to push here? Why are we doing this? Why we've talked about the one kid's fetish now. We've talked about the other kid's fetish. The captain apparently has a foot fetish, or the producer does. I don't know. Somebody does. Um, there's a lot of sexual stuff going on in this thing. There's a lot of weird stuff, and the captain is so unprofessional. She talks like she has shit in her mouth all the time. I mean, literally, when she did the opening credits, it's like, this is a story about a ship and a bunch of people. And later on, literally, she cleans it up a little because I think they were like, dude, you sound like a stroke patient or something. You sound like somebody that's got shit literally in their mouth. And if that's the best you can communicate, maybe you should consider a field other than acting and communicating. Um, I hate to wear shoes. I just so you know, I don't ever wear shoes except to work. I wear shoes to work, and that's it. I wear flip flops all the time, and if I'm inside my home, I don't wear anything. Um, literally, but no, but it has nothing to do with that. Okay, I have no problem with feet. I have no problem with them showing them on TV. But to make it that this captain is walking around barefooted through whole episodes. She walked into a meeting where delegates were there from another place that was not even in the Federation yet. No shoes on, wearing her jammies. Um, so yeah, it's just, to me, it's very strange to me. Um, I don't understand. I'll just never quite understand what they're trying to do with this. Why does everything have to be gay? Do they think this is going to bring in a new audience? She's yuck mouth. That's a good way to put it. Um, I don't necessarily dislike her. Um, I often ask myself how a 90-pound woman, um, that looks like she's never worked out before in her life. And trust me, in some of the episodes she's wearing like just a like a strap shirt, so you can see her arms. You can see that she's never worked out a day in her life. And I'm like, and this chick's gonna fight the Gorn. Do you remember how many times did Kirk? I know this sounds corny, but let's stick with me for a minute, Trekkies and non-Trekkies. Stick with me for a minute, okay? We know that Kirk. How many times did Kirk, because he was the captain, he was kidnapped by the Metrons and made to fight the Gorn? How many times did he have to fight the bad guy? Now she's the captain. Now I got news for you. Captain Janeway, she used to buff up. She looked kick-ass. She could fight. She carried that phaser rifle like a crazy bitch. I love that woman. But this chick here, this 90-pound chick with no shoes on, who's she going to fight in jammies with no shoes on? She's 90 pounds, hasn't never worked out in her life. And she talks like she's got shit in her mouth. That's the captain. Captain, oh, captain. That's my captain. I can't get behind this. Even Michael Burnham. I love her as an actress. I didn't like that show that much. But I love her as an actress. I loved her in Walking Dead. And I believe she could kick your ass. She sells it. Okay? I'm not saying women can't fight, women can't be captain. I love women captains. But you got to sell it, man. Because one day you're going to get ripped off your bridge by the Metrons and you're going to fight the Gorn at Vasquez Rocks. It's going to happen. That's what happens to starship captains. That's what happened to Ben Sisko. It happens to everybody. Oh yeah, where he off the mountain with his boot, he kicked him in the face. That was it. I have had enough of you. Is the line. Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock. Um, a great movie, but not near as good as Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan, which will always probably be the best cinematic outing ever. There's some other really good ones out there, but that one's really good. Um, that one kind of set a standard for movies there when it comes to sci-fi movies. Everything's right up against Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan. Ricardo Montalban, yeah, he was awesome. I watched an interview with him where he was like in nice to do Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan, because even though he never killed Shatner when they were shooting that, they never got together because it was all view screen, and he never actually got to speak to Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo Montalban goes on and on about how he loves Bill Shatner, and he loved to do that because for all those years he stood there next to Tattoo and said, and today these people come here to do this, and it was always just basically he was a narrator on Fantasy Island. That was his job, was to be a narrator, and he actually liked playing the bad guy, and so that was kind of cool. All right. So anyway, yes, woke Trek. So what else do I hate about the show? Well, everything. Everybody in the show is gay so far, or they're a hologram. That's the only kind of two people they accept now in the Academy: gay people and holograms. There's so many weird things too. Like she says, all power to forward shields. She's being attacked from behind. That's a stupid mistake, Captain Dumbass. I mean, that's the kind of mistake that gets everybody killed. That's the kind of mistake that you hope your helmsman will say, I think she meant aft shields. Oh, my. That kind of just upset me. There was so many things like that where she's calling for the wrong commands and things just don't seem right. And the whole trivial part of the ship is the Academy, and it becomes the building that is the Academy when it's not the ship. The whole thing is just contrived horseshit. Yeah, it's really bad. The woke part of it, the terrible, it's just stupid. Okay, why is a hologram in Starfleet Academy? You just download the information, and now they have all the information on everything. So I don't understand that. There's some real okay. There's a shower scene where they're literally coming out of the shower and drying off and stuff. Okay, because you got to get the shower scene. You got to get the girls in the little tight things. You got to get the guys with their shirts off. So they got to have the shower scene. And they're all, of course, it's co-ed, which I'm fine with. I actually believe that eventually we'll be able to all take a shower in the same room without having problems. But that's still 100 years down the road. But anyway, they come out of there, and the hologram's taking a shower. That's pretty fun. I guess she's just taking a shower. And another thing, okay, I'm overweight. Everybody in my family's overweight. It is what it is. Okay, I'm not dissing on fat people here, but this is Starfleet Academy. It's Starfleet Academy. It's a starship defending the galaxy, and we got 300-pound women that are so out of shape, and they stuff them into these uniforms. Like, what are we doing? I didn't mind Tilly. Remember, she played kind of an overweight crewman. I kind of was okay with it. I mean, all right. So she's a little overweight, as long as she can run, as long as she can use a phaser and she can fight, you know. But now we're getting absurd. We're getting absurd. And they showed someone in the Academy lined up in the Academy in a wheelchair. First of all, they're showing that they're accepting of people in a wheelchair 900 years in the future. Do you really think someone will still be in a wheelchair? People are living 200 or 300 or 400 years. They can fix anything. But yet they show people in wheelchairs. They show people wearing glasses. Oh, excuse me. This is very indicative of Kurtzman Trek. Kurtzman tries too hard to get all of today's issues. 2 of the 4 episodes have been focused on refugee children being ripped from their families, as if that's not taken right out of the liberal newspapers' headlines. Kind of ridiculous. I don't know how much snow you guys are going to get in this next one, but we're going to get the snow here on this next one. Anyway, so today's episode, I shut it off about 2 thirds of the way through when it looked like the gay Klingon was going to kiss the other um, in this sensitive moment. I'm a gay Klingon. I like guys. It his voice doesn't. They're taking the actor is very feminine speaking, and they're taking his voice and they're lowering the octave of his voice, which you can do. It's still his voice, it's spoken out, but what they're doing is they're running his voice on the voice track through a processor that brings it down 2 octaves, 2 complete octaves. Because that's a lot. And that sounds like I can't understand. So between him and Shitmouth Ray, I can't understand anything that's going on in this show. The captain literally has turds in her mouth. Okay, I can't understand her. And then you got Klingon octave lower guy that's you. And I just don't. The entire thing is just stupid to me. And I'm a Star Trek fan, so it's insulting to me. Credit. I've scraped the windshield with a credit card before. It works. Yeah. I use the one that's about to expire normally. Uh, no, I don't have a snow scraper, but I'll get by. uh, I'm from Florida. I've never owned a snow blower, a snow scraper. I've never owned anything that has to do with snow. We have these little snow globes down in Florida that you can buy at our gift shops down there, and it says a Florida snowman, and it's a snow globe that's full of water, and all that's in it is a top hat and a carrot and 2 little eyes from the snowman because he melted, and it says a Florida snowman, and that's the whole idea. It's just full of water and all the stuff you need to make a snowman. That's all we get down there. Oh man. All right, let's see what else is going on. So yeah, I'm kind of done with it. I don't think it's going to get any better, guys. They've done 10 episodes. They're going to do 10 more apparently. Um, yeah. I do want to talk once we get off of this, and I guess we can go ahead and get off of it. There's a strange phenomenon that there's a slight chance we might get a very strange phenomenon happen. We're going to get ocean effect snow in the Atlantic from this nor'easter. The cold air coming down is actually going to create snow that will then fall out over the ocean harmlessly. That's not that big a deal. It's the same as lake effect snow. Anytime the warmer water is below a big cold air mass and the wind is moving, it creates a situation where snow develops coming off the top of the lake. And you guys know I show this a lot. I love the phenomenon, and I show this anytime it's going on. Well, we're going to have something that may happen in North Florida that would be extremely rare. How about Gulf of America effect snow? Yes, Gulf effect snow. You heard it here first, folks. There's a slight chance, about a 15% chance, that Hillsborough County, Citrus County, and some areas north of Tampa may actually get a flurry of Gulf effect snow from cold air coming off of Alabama and crossing the Gulf. It's not a high probability, but it's possible someone could actually get Gulf effect snow in northern Florida, northwest Florida. And that area includes all of the northern Tampa suburbs north into Citrus and Hillsborough and counties. And there's one other county, I can't remember which one. Um, yeah, yeah, stock up on the orange juice. Yeah, our farmers are taking a bit of a hit this year. It's a cold year. This is another year blowing Al Gore's global warming thing to hell and back. Yes, make Greenland great again. We're going to buy them out. Um, Yeah, if this happens, it's going to be cool. I'm going to be up here, but I'll have pictures of it, and we'll go through it in the forensics later. It'll be fun. Um, oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. So anyway, yeah, it's Gulf effect snow, and we're going to also possibly see some ocean effect snow, as well as we could also see some lake effect snow, depending on the wind, on how the winds come across the lakes. But this one's going to be more of a nor'easter. It's going to be right off the coast, and the back end of it. They we started out. They were last weekend. They said this weekend we were going to get potentially up to a half an inch of snow, and they've slowly dialed that up all week now. And as of the latest forecast, 3 to 5 inches of snow here in Blairsville, and also over where Heath is. I don't think I've seen Heath tonight, but Heath's probably going to end up getting a bunch of snow over there as well. So yeah, it's going to be cool. If you live in the Carolinas or in the Northeast, especially the Carolinas, there's some places in the Carolinas that could easily see 36 inches of snow. So that's a lot for the Carolinas. I mean, it's not Boston. So that's a lot of snow. All right. What else do we got, guys? Go ahead and give me anything you want to talk about. And I'm going to be getting off here pretty quick. I love coming on vacation and getting away and disconnecting a little bit, but I miss the studio and I miss everything all set up. And I can't wait to get back and get everything ready to go again. Luckily, I only took about 10% of the studio with me. Most everything is still there and still hooked up. So when I get back, it's literally like a couple of cameras and a couple of wires, and everything's back up there at the studio. Um, yeah, no problem, Victor. I love doing it. Yep, yep. We'll be back. We'll get back to full power because there's a lot going on. It's been a crazy. Although I do think the weather will calm down in February because of that 6 week cycle that I'm always talking about. 5 to 7 week cycle that goes on here where the jet stream will take some really deep dives for 2 or 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden it will lessen and it will only come down through the middle of the country, and nobody gets really bad storms for a few weeks. It'll be like a mild few weeks, and then all of a sudden, boom, it'll hit again. And it happens usually. This oscillation will happen twice. Um, oh, really? On RIDI, 8 megahertz? Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I wish that was still going. That's something I would be interested in decoding. I love decoding digital stuff like that. That's cool. Yeah, and RIDI, I got RIDI in all my radios, and I think I can do RIDI on the computer too. Uh, off the radio. So, yep. And as far as I've been doing a little bit, I got a couple POTUS today on FT8. I haven't been doing a whole lot of ham radio. Certain bands make the speakers buzz downstairs and stuff, but I've still been getting stuff done. I've built a 10 wire while I'm up here, strung it up over the porch out here, and I've been making contacts all over South America, Chile, Argentina, and places all down in South America. That was a lot of fun. And so I've been doing a little bit of POTA, but mostly on FT8, just because I've been spending time with mom, and I can sit there and kind of putz around with that. And I'm also working on learning how to use this engraver and all that kind of good stuff. So, all right, guys, I guess that's about it tonight. I'm going to let you go. I will be back on tomorrow night. By the time I come on tomorrow night, the snow should be starting here, and we are going. We're going to have a very cold night here Friday night. Saturday, the high is 22 with blowing snow, and then of course I'll do a show again on Saturday night before we leave, and I'll let you guys know what it's going to be like. We'll have some pictures. I'll try to show some pictures. Yeah, that's fine. I wish they would start shooting these Somali pirates. Go watch that movie Captain Phillips, and then tell me how you feel about Somali pirates. I'm good for droning every damn one of them. Yeah. You get into international waters and you try to take one of our ships, we will drone your ass, and I'm perfectly good with that. Yep. All right, everybody. Well, stay warm out there, and watch for this coming storm. I know we're already under warnings down here. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, have a good one out there. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures on a special edition of the vacation edition tonight of the Sights and Sounds of Earth, live from my bed in the upstairs of my cabin in Blairsville, Georgia, the only place I can get internet inside the cabin. It's 23 degrees outside. I'm not going out there. So that's what we got. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Have a safe tomorrow, and we'll see you later. 7 3s. KO4 EFS QSY. Have a good one, everybody.